I own 3 businesses. I'm experimenting with 2 new things. And there's 1 new business I'm considering about buying. Why do I run multiple businesses? Why don't I just focus on one? Well, hello, my name is Joel. I'm a Finnish entrepreneur. And yeah, I struggle to focus on one thing. Maybe I'm a bit ADHD. Actually, I have been through ADHD diagnosis. They said that I don't have it, but maybe ADD, attention deficit kind of trait. As a personality type, my nervous system type is this highly creative, getting excited about stuff, going all directions at once. And that's when I enjoy life the most and my energy flows. So what are my businesses and why am I involved in multiple things? Well, the biggest one is online course business. You can check out movementworld.com. We're selling online courses about kind of like what we call a body maintenance. 3 million sales into 2025. So not that small business. I'm not working in the operations in that business anymore. I moved into an owner role. I wasn't anymore motivated to work on that business. Second business is like online courses, video content about orienting this small sport. It's small. It's doing just like 20k revenue a year or a little bit under that. Because if Finland is a small country, 5.5 million people, and orienting a small sport. But inside that business, it's out of a passion for the sport. I'm involved more in big picture decision making, performing on video, but there are other people dealing with like video editing, marketing, whatnot kind of thing. So I have a team around there. And we have multiple different business product ideas that we are experimenting there. So that also is in itself like a multifaceted business. Then I just 2 days ago bought an hyperbaric oxygen therapy clinic here in Turku, Finland, because I myself got a lot of help from HBOT for my health, and I see a lot of potential. I believe it's going to become a big trend, and I wanted that clinic to build that clinic for a place where I want to go, my wife, we can go to get the health benefits, but also I believe it could become a big business. So those are the 3 businesses I'm currently I own, I operate and run. Then on top of that, I started experimenting selling this pine tar soap bar, natural soap bar. It's a Shopify store. Just have sold like I have had 15 orders so far. Experimenting if I can make that product work. If it works, I'm gonna make that into a business. Then I'm thinking about buying this small like drink business because I have an idea about this natural low sugar drink, and I found this small business which has been doing similar kind of things, and the current owners, founders are burnt out with the business and want to kind of like move on from that. My plan in that is not so much to work on that, but find someone who would work on that, and that would be kind of like the testing out my product hypothesis. And then there's one more thing where I'm kind of like helping another person build a school community. I'm involved in that there in a mentorship role and potentially as a one coach for the school community. It's about like finding your niche in 2 hours with the help of this web app and this process, and then getting coaching and the community need in helping like you building a business around that niche. So multiple things, and it's not like I work crazy amount because I'm not the kind of person who can put in day out huge work hours. I work in one day I can do weeks worth of work. In 1 week I can do months worth of work, and in 1 month I can do years worth of work. I have high peaks, low lows in between. It's always fluctuating. This morning I spent like at least 2 hours designing, planning this NHL ice hockey general manager fantasy on online game. I really enjoyed that. Probably wasn't like something that is productive or moves the needle really. Right now I'm traveling for this 100k trail running event. I exercise for orienteering and trail running like something like at least 6 hours per week and travel a lot for orienteering competitions and camps. Of course, it helps that this orienteering related online business is you know, it's about the same topic. So yeah, I don't even work like crazy amount of hours. I'm not super productive in that way, and I do multiple things, and I live my life. I have a Hungarian wife. We also travel because multinational couple. No kids yet, but like planning to have kids in near future. So that will add some. That's gonna take some time and add some complexity into the mix. For me, it's really hard to focus on one thing. I have for a long time wanted to focus on one thing because it would simplify so many things, and I know I could build a business so fast and make results. But like, I just enjoy the visionary part, the creativity part, and I get energy from those things. I get energy from like a little bit hopping from one thing to another, even throughout the same day. The problem is just like I don't have then the time to actually do the operations or moving the businesses forward on the like actually laying out the bricks. That's why I need other people, and that's why I'm currently in the process of learning to find the right people and set up a structure where this thing can work, where I stay in the visionary role and other people are doing kind of like laying the bricks. Also, I'm not into making a lot of money or like status. What motivates me is working around topics that I like and building products and services that most of the time I myself want to see in this world. Even if I would have all the money in the world, there's so many things that just aren't available. You can't buy with money because they don't exist. That a natural low sugar drink, for example, doesn't exist. I'm right now driving and I will be stopping soon on a gas station. And I would love to buy a drink, a can of something. But they're either high sugar, full of sweeteners, full of preservatives, high carbon dioxide, and like sometimes I try something and I experiment with some drinks, but there's not a single drink in the grocery stores or gas stations that I would like to buy. So for me, building that business, it's something I would do if I would have like millions and millions dollars or euros of money, because I want that product. I want to be able to stop on the gas station and get that drink. I like drinking that makes me actually feel good and not like bad because it was too much sugar or artificial sweeteners. So that's something that motivates me. And yeah, as long as I have enough money to live the life I want to live, don't need like super much money for that, then I'd much rather just spend my time and energy like doing cool stuff with cool people, and creating an environment for myself where I want to live. So yeah, that's what I'm focused. Yeah, probably won't make the most money. Yeah, might not maximize my potential in a way if I would just focus on one thing and make it big. Who knows? Or maybe once I learn to find the right people, recruit the right people, set the right structures, maybe down the line, years later, I own multiple big businesses that are growing, and I'm not part in the operational work, just setting the vision and maybe involved in some bigger decisions that set the whole direction for the business. And this definitely is not for everyone. I think most people are more the nervous system, how they function, their brain, their personality, is the type where most people do well just sticking into one thing. I think most people work much better in a role where they are focused on the operational stuff and just like running things and executing on stuff. But I'm a really rare type of person in a way, with my high creativeness, my high high risk tolerance, my high tolerance for this vagueness, this like multiple things going on, this chaos, and also the ability I have to see potential in things, spot business ideas, product ideas, service ideas, and so on. Yeah, I got to say that the more I focus on doing things in my way and following where it's like that flow where I really enjoy life, the more I enjoy life and more I feel some like cool things happen in my life. Some weird synchronicities just where I just happen to find the right people. Example for the drink idea. I happened to go into this grocery store that I don't usually go to in Turku, Finland, and I noticed this drink that I hadn't seen before. I checked that and it was exactly really close to the kind of drink I was thinking. I checked the company website. I immediately called up upon the founder of the business, talked with him, and he was immediately like, when I shared like, hey, I have had a similar idea, and he was like, yeah, he's ready to sell the business. He's burned out with that. It's been really hard. Drink business is hard, so hard to, do a startup in that thing. And it was a moment where it's like, just where did that come to my life? It was crazy. And every time in my life when I've been just like laser focused on something, it has left me empty, burned out. Yes, I've made process in a business, for example, but it's never been something I have been able to do consistently. It's never led to the kind of things that I remember in hindsight with the great enthusiasm, the kind of memories you love thinking about later. I have learned things throughout those times. Example, during when the COVID started in 2020 spring, I was super focused on my business coaching I did at that time, and partially because it was COVID, everything was locked down. There was nothing going on anywhere other than being at home. And for some time I enjoyed that because like that excitement when I just had all the time and space of work on that. But really soon it kind of consumed me, and it just like it wasn't working for me. Owning 3 businesses, experimenting with 2 new things, thinking about buying one new business on top of that, having new ideas every day, having dozens of different ideas at the back of my sleeve that I haven't had time yet to do, or the ideas are not fully ready for starting to implement, or I haven't yet encountered the right people or the right conditions, right resources to build those. Not for everyone, but I enjoy that, and we will see if it if it will work out or not.